All right, everyone, gather around and listen up. Today, we're diving deep into the treacherous waters of relationship jealousy. I'm not just spouting theory here. I'm drawing from the trenches of my own personal experiences, where I've seen the havoc jealousy wreaks on relationships firsthand. Let's get one thing straight. Jealousy is a beast. It's an emotion that eats away at the very fabric of your connection with your partner, turning solid ground into quicksand. Although it's been a while, I've felt it sting a few times myself. And believe me, it's an experience I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It's like swallowing poison and hoping the other person suffers. So, our mission today is to armor up and learn how to shield our relationships from this silent assassin. In this video, I will teach you how to rid yourself of the emotion of jealousy. Jealousy sneaks up on you when you feel threatened, when there's a hint of competition for your partner's attention. But here's the kicker, it's all in your head. It's about perception, not reality. If some no-hoper tried sliding into your partner's messages, you'd probably laugh it off. Why? Because you don't see them as a threat. It's only when you start believing someone else might actually be a better match for your partner that jealousy rears its ugly head. This is your brain on jealousy. It tricks you into thinking you're in a battle for your partner's heart. But acting on this jealousy, that's like setting fire to your own house and hoping it'll scare the intruders away. Think about that. You destroy your own home because of a possible intruder. Who wins here? It doesn't work. It just leaves you standing in the ashes. You need to understand that by giving in to jealousy and trying to control your partner, you're essentially telling them you think someone else is more worthy of their love. That's not just foolish. It's like tossing your relationship off of a cliff. You might as well hand your girl over to the other guy on a silver platter. Instead, you've got to play it cool. Put on your poker face. Remember, focusing on what you don't like only makes it grow stronger. Jealous actions are about as attractive as a week-old fish. They reek of desperation and insecurity. Now, I'm not saying ignore genuine concerns, but picking a fight or imposing ridiculous restrictions on who your partner can talk to, that's not the solution. It just pushes them away, and, ironically, right into the scenario you feared most. So, what's the game plan? Simple. You turn the tables. You make it so that other guys trying their luck only end up making you look better. This isn't about lowering your standards, but raising your game. Look at yourself. If you don't feel like you're the best option for your partner, then it's time for a personal overhaul. Get your act together. Work on your health, your career, your vibe. Transform yourself into the kind of person who doesn't just believe they're the best choice for their partner, but knows it. Let's draw from the Playbook of kings. Yes, kings. They didn't fret when suitors ogled their queens. They strutted, knowing full well that admiration from others was a testament to their own status, a subtle nod to their prowess in snagging such a catch. They understood a fundamental truth. Women don't abandon kings for commoners. And on the rare occasion, a king felt a twinge of jealousy. It was a sign he'd forgotten his crown. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to remember yours. This isn't just about fighting off jealousy. It's about building a fortress around your relationship, making it impenetrable to the doubts and fears that besiege lesser men. You do this by elevating yourself, by becoming so damn impressive that the idea of competition becomes laughable. Embrace your kingship and watch as potential threats transform into unwitting allies, their advances merely highlighting your unmatched desirability to your partner. But what if you do find yourself staring down the barrel of jealousy? Here's the strategy. Meet it with the same indifference you would a harmless flirtation. Acknowledge it, then let it roll off you like water off a duck's back. Your partner's commitment isn't some prize to be stolen. It's a choice, every day, to be with you. And if you're truly living up to your royal potential, it's an easy choice to make. You guys are lucky. Back in the day, when I was not as far along on the path of becoming a high-value man, I thought that no woman was faithful, and I went into every situation thinking that she's not yours. It's just your turn. I would not even bother telling you to keep her. However, now that I have elevated myself to a point that female hypergamy works in my favor, I can admit that there are loyal good women out there. They are around me every day. But I can't ignore the fact that there are tons of men invisible to them, and those men need my help. Remember, folks, men are going to notice your partner. That's a given. The question is, what are you going to do about it? You could waste your energy marking your territory, or you could stand so tall, so formidable in your self-assurance, that the very idea of a challenge dissolves into absurdity. Choose the latter. Be the king who knows his queen's worth and, more importantly, his own. And for many of you wondering how to adopt the mindset of a king, it's not that hard. You either fake it until you make it, or you get off the pot until you are ready to shit. Simple. Something that's been grinding my gears are these guys who talk about Grand Theft Auto, GTA, and life itself. You know the game, right? Some of you are probably hooked on it, spending hours leveling up your character, stacking cash, arming up to the teeth, chasing after the fancy rides, and living a virtual life of glory. But here's the kicker. Why the hell are so many of you living like kings in a game, but sitting like paupers in real life? I find that mind-boggling. You should want your real life to be all these things. Maybe, but without the crime, no console needed. If I want something, I go out and get it. Simple as that. I don't get why folks are obsessed with virtual victories when the real battle is out here, in the flesh. The reason you get jealous is often because you have not separated yourself from most men. It's fear of losing. In a game, you get knocked down, you respawn. In life, though, you've got one shot. One opportunity. But guess what? That's exactly what makes life exhilarating. That's why girls don't play video games. Their emotions desire real fun, real thrills, real excitement. If you've got the guts, life is the ultimate game. It's all about leveling up, but for real. You're not born with a silver spoon here. You start from zero, and every step up has to be fought for and earned. Women, they start off on a different footing. Society values them just for being female. Men, however, we've got to build our worth. Nobody's handing you anything on a silver platter unless you prove you're worth their time and effort. It's like a video game, but the stakes are real. You want respect, strength, influence, earn it. Hit the gym, get smart, learn how to talk to women, learn how to talk to people who will in turn introduce you to women. It's all on you. I'm baffled by men who waste their lives in virtual worlds instead of crafting their legacy in the real one. I'm not saying never play video games. I play Baldur's Gate 3 with my friends, but I'll explain in another video how that game is different than GTA and how I actually utilize video games to make me more money. You know what you need to do. The blueprint for being the most formidable man on the planet is no secret. It's about making the choice to strive for greatness rather than settling for mediocrity. That's on you. I chose the grind, the pain, the glory, and guess what? Any one of you can do the same. That's why I made this channel. That's why I've got zero patience for excuses. It's not arrogance, it's tough love. I won't mock someone for things beyond their control, but if you've chosen to be less than you're capable of, then yeah, you deserve a kick in the ass, like one of my favorite people, Red Foreman, would say. It's about living up to your potential. I've put myself through hell to become who I am. I set the bar sky high for myself, and you bet I'm going to hold everyone else around me to that same standard. And when you think like this, when you think like a king, there's no peasant that can ever get close to taking your girl. Make no mistake, to aspire to greater achievements and reach unprecedented heights in life, kindly consider endorsing this video by giving it a thumbs up, sharing it with a trusted companion, and subscribing to our channel. Your support is greatly appreciated.